Communication doesn't break relationships. But the lack of honest communication slowly destroys them. And the dangerous part is that it rarely happens all at once. It happens quietly. At first, you notice small things. Conversations become shorter. Messages become colder. The person who once shared everything with you suddenly starts saying, "It's nothing, don't worry about it." And you try to respect that space. But something inside you feels different. Because real communication is not just about talking. It's about openness. It's about knowing that when something is wrong, you can address it without feeling like you're starting a war. Healthy relationships make communication feel safe. You can say, "That hurt me." You can say, "I need more clarity." You can say, "Something feels off." And instead of being dismissed, you're heard. But in unhealthy dynamics, communication slowly turns into avoidance. Every conversation becomes uncomfortable. When you bring up something that matters, the response isn't understanding, it's irritation. You're overthinking. Why are you making this a problem? Can we not do this right now? And suddenly you start talking less. Not because you don't care. But because you're tired of feeling like your voice creates conflict. That's when emotional distance begins to grow. Because silence in a relationship is rarely peaceful. Most of the time, it's unresolved feelings waiting to surface. Now here's something many people misunderstand about communication. Communication isn't about winning arguments. It's about understanding each other. Two people can disagree and still respect each other's perspective. But when one person refuses to communicate honestly, the relationship becomes one-sided. One person keeps trying to solve problems, while the other keeps avoiding them. And avoidance doesn't make issues disappear. It just pushes them deeper until they eventually explode. That's why the strongest relationships are not the ones without disagreements. They are the ones where both people feel safe enough to speak honestly. Safe enough to say what they feel. Safe enough to listen without immediately becoming defensive. Because communication is not just about words. It's about emotional responsibility. It's about caring enough to understand how your actions affect the person you're with. And when someone truly values the relationship, they don't run away from difficult conversations. They lean into them. They listen. They respond. They grow. So if you ever find yourself constantly afraid to speak your mind in a relationship, ask yourself one question. Is it really communication that's the problem? Or is it that the other person doesn't want to hear what you have to say? Because the right person doesn't silence your voice. They respect it. If this message resonated with you, like this video, comment, "Healthy communication matters." Share this with someone who needs this reminder. And don't forget to subscribe to Women's Reality, where we talk about the truths many people are afraid to say out loud.